Hello, everybody. Welcome back here. And hopefully, we are all having a good time. Great moments of revelations, great things after we've been finding out the things that cannot change. Talking about those changes, talking about all these processes that we are going through. It has been a very interesting moment, these changes. When we're talking about changes, in order to change yourself, you have to be learn to be yourself. When you climbing the mountains, when you going into energies and you're going through situations that are a little bit different than what you knew about it, what you work on it, and you gonna be seeing it that how can I organize what? How can you organizing your material world? Today, most of the time, the moon as she's gonna be T-squaring Pluto. It's kind of like a lack of transformations. At some point, you have to say enough is enough, and you kind of like have to snap out of it. That kind of like a snap out of it is to ending this limitations in a way, to ending this stubbornness, to ending this situations that prevent you of growth. And we're going to be seeing it that after 2 o'clock there, we're going to be seeing that these changes, what it's going to be coming in. And there are going to be the form of the ideas. Since the moon is going to be going to a Taurus, our ideas first is about what? Survival. Okay, let me talk about a little bit about survival here. Kind of like a pretty quick, you want to see better through the report. That is about removing from the energies of Aries. I'm born, but then I have to survive, which is Taurus. And that's what Taurus is, the survival provider. Okay. The moon is going to be looking at how to be providing within life, the intuitions in there. It's going to be working on it. And we're going to be seeing it a lot of what? Divine interference. We're going to be seeing a lot of divine energies today. But this is a going to be that push of going forward is going to be coming in from this. It's because, okay, I can do what I can. I cannot depending on other people. I cannot. It has to be a self independence. And that's what Taurus is. And this is why Taurus sometimes they have the hardest time getting alone with. Okay, they can get in there, but when they feel that you're used or they feel abused, particularly with people who have a Mars in Taurus, you guys know who you are. This could be turning to a point that this person can be alive, but then they are dead for you. Their life doesn't exist. Okay, so get with those situations within yourself, organize yourself, and things is gonna be for a better. Here is at 7 o'clock. We have the midheaven that is gonna be at Capricorn. Ascendant is gonna be with Chiron. Um, those kind of like energies there. We were talking about the family. There was a great message on the yesterday's video. It is about that when you find the problems within a family, you find out who you are. You can find who is your archetype and however it is. So you're turning into the negative sides in there into a positive. And that is about you to using those energies a lot. So here is the moon. Okay, we are having the moon here. She is just squaring Pluto. We're seeing it, those energies within us. And right now, this energy there is going to come out more interesting as far as advancements going forward. All right, we're gonna be going at the next hour at 8 o'clock. I know it's a Monday. Some of you is gonna be really, really at work. there. We see that ascendant is going to be at Taurus. Still is going to be very close to Uranus in there. Um, we still have the problems of what is trying to get ourselves to it. Try not to be thinking about there is nothing changes, nothing will be change. I'm not gonna be, and so on. You're gonna feel these energies in there until you have enough of those energies. Okay, so don't be kind of like overwhelmed with those energies. What you need to focus right now is you have to learn that you need to do something. And what do you need to do? You have to look at it to the universe. You have to look into the change. You have to look at it. What possibly can be really happen of this impossible no exit energies. All right, at later on at 9 o'clock. There he is. We're seeing it that the midheaven is going to be with Pluto. That is going to be some this particular transformations in there that you're going to need. But that is going to be connecting off. Do you love? Do you properly understand money? Did you properly handle the money? Did you properly talk to yourself? Are you operating from the soul about the money and love and communications? How do you talk? How you communicate in there? What do you work for? You work to have tons a lot of money, but you are in a kind of like a jackass, or you're working for the money, but the money they want to give you the freedom so it can be able to be yourself. You know, the biggest challenge that a lot of the people have, it is about one thing, the freedom to be themselves. So you're gonna be looking into this because currently the moon, the intuition feels like I cannot get it out of this. I cannot get out of this lack of transformations. I cannot get it off of this Lilith. You're gonna feel like you have your internal jail. All right, 10 o'clock. The midheaven is gonna be at Aquarius. Interesting moments. There's gonna be these divine energies with Mars. Mars currently is still doing its inner work. It's still kind of like um, proving to himself that is like, yeah, I am worth it with the family. But that emotions of Mars, this water in there, these situations that it's in there, can leading into a lot of internal reflections. And the more you're vulnerable, the more you're truthful, the more you're honest, the better will be coming out from this. Okay? The better will we come out of this. All right. 12 o'clock, powerful moments we are going to have with the North Node. You see the energies of the ascendant is with Mars. Particularly that energies that it was from these divine energies from the previous hour. Now they're going to be putting into what and actions. You're going to start seeing it. Guess what? You're going to be start seeing it the solutions. You're going to be start seeing it the visions. You're going to be start seeing it the energies that are going to be coming. There will be an exit. Now we also see that the positions between the moon and Lilith stopped. So kind of like a breaking up this red triangle cycle, this T square. And we're seeing that the moon is moving forward. And she's like, oh, I can move even more forward. The intuition is the one that leads you on the right path. But the intuition is properly sensitive to a one. She's tied up to the ego, the son, the I, the self. But what is your self is this is the lower self or this is the higher self? So if you have the higher self, your intuition is going to be led by the spirit, by the soul. If you are in the lower self, it's going to be about the survival of this ego, about this, I want to have more and more and more. This is why we've seen the people who are, and the one is more oriented towards the spiritual path, and some people who are more oriented to the material things. They're like, don't preach me about the spirit, but give me some food, give me some money, something I can take. Otherwise, I don't see this thing here, right? Until something comes out and shows them that they have to look at it, and that's a whole another book. All right, next hour, 1 o'clock. Midheaven is going to be between within the sun in there and in Neptune. We've seen it that Neptune is currently already walked in areas. It's about 2 minutes in there. A lot of the new visions is gonna coming in today, and this is why those visions they are very kind of like critical to be coming into you. But you have to what? In order to see those visions, you have to let it go. You have to release yourself. And what are you releasing from? You're releasing from the lack of change. As the moon is still squaring Pluto, we see in the ascendant that it's at the Leo, it is opposing Pluto and it's just squaring Lilith. It's kind of like this is going to be this breaking point where it's like, you know what? I had enough of this crap. I had enough of this BS. I had enough of these things. I need to move forward. And I cannot just stay in there within this T-squaring Pluto's energies. That's not what I need. I need to go and see what it is. As the moon is going to be going around, she's going to be going into that ascendant point. And then she's going to be understanding the truth of the transformations. Because sometimes you are rejecting things within your life, sometimes things doesn't happen within your life, and you don't understand why. Okay? And when you don't understand why, you're trying to figure that out. You figure it out down the road. And that is one of the moments arriving at that opposition point of wherever the issue is. And you see that within your intuitions, what you have to change. All right. The next hour that's going to be at 2 o'clock. We have a midheaven at Aries. It's opposing Lilith right there. It's squaring Mars, and this intense energies in there that's going to come with this. It's going to put in this um, internal pressure over. Come on, you need to change. Come on, you have to get in. It's going to be extended of that previous hour, but it is about to point out that the work has to be done by yourself. Here's where this is gonna come in because all that zodiac signs from Aries all the way down, yeah, into Virgo included, that is about personal, okay? Where the other side, it is about what you do with others. So if you're Aries, your bigger nightmare is going to be when you're getting into relationships. If you're a Taurus and you're a provider, your bigger problem is people taking advantages of you because that is the Scorpio. If you say you're the Gemini, you're doing this social part, you're going to be having a problem when you are getting it rejected by the collective socialize in there. If you are having an issue with the cancer, it's about the family and so on. You're gonna have the issues that the people are all the time they are workaholic and they stay in at work while they don't understanding the purpose within this. So all those energies in there that it's gonna come in there for that purpose of opposition. All right. Here is that midheaven in the next hour. This is going to be at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We're seeing that midheaven and the moon are connecting right now. This inner work of the moon and the Pluto has to be done. You're like, you know what? I had it. I just had it. Okay, you are gonna feel this energy as the ascendant is gonna be at Leo. We are seeing that this yacht that it's made it there towards the north and Saturn. It is about your authority finally gets the point. Okay. So hopefully you are not squaring Uranus within your visions. Is like, darn it, this universe, what it's putting to me, and you living into the victim mode. No, you have to go deep and see what it's beyond. And what is a beyond though? See, at soon as I got midheaven, most out of it from the moon, soon as you do this snap on between 3 and 4 p.m., and I would love to hear from you guys if you did that. We seen that the moon it's stopping squaring Pluto. You're right now ready to what? Ready to go forward. You're gonna beginning to organize yourself as the ascendant begins into Virgo. Midheaven is with Uranus and Taurus, and the universe tells you what? everything is gonna be okay. You let it go. You're kind of like, oh my God, I made it through. Yes, you did made it through. Okay, one way or another, things change, and you'll feel like, how did that magic happen? The gravity is not there, the magnetic field is not there, so now the energy is different, and now you feel different. So simple in a way. All right. We have at 5 o'clock. We have the midheaven that's going to be at Jupiter, pointing out to the growth. A lot of very beautiful energies with the true Lilith, and currently we are looking at with this beautiful energies that it's going to be towards the sun. Authority of growth. You see, one thing that a lot of people don't understand, it is about the true power of the freedom. See, independence is not only about you to be something. Independence is about you to not depending on others. Independence is you to producing your own food, you to developing things on your own, you to be self-sustainable. Okay. Now that's what the authority is going to be looking at. How can I achieve this for myself? But I cannot do it by myself. I need to learn. And this is why you are going from Aries to Virgo. If you have challenges within yourself, take a look at that areas in there because that is a self-development within you. Since we have the midheaven, it's going to be at Gemini and with Jupiter, thinking about it. What is on the other opposite side? Because if you see it in there, midheaven, it's right in here, right on top, you see it on your screen, and down below, that is a descendant. Okay, so if you're coming from this collective socializing, these collective energies, and it points out towards you, what is the collective does for you? And if you're taking things personally, there is nothing good that's coming out from this. So my suggestion is take a look what you have to be evolving within yourself. All right, the next hour we have 6 p.m. The midheaven is going to be still a Gemini. That energy is continuous going on because of this socializing. Oh, the person doesn't talk, that doesn't talk. Come on, we are in a Mercury retrograde season, okay? And we have the Venus that is there as well as retrograde. We still have those energies. They're like a 1 degree apart in Pisces. A lot of going on of this process is going to be evolving and changes within a consciousness and looking from even more deep within a subconscious patterns. Sometimes you're conscious about certain things that goes on in there, but you are not aware of your subconscious patterns that trigger your consciousness. And this is why we are going very, very deep. All right, the next hour is going to be at 7 p.m. Ascendant is going to be at Libra and Midheaven it's at Cancer. I spoke about these energies. You're going to be feeling this 7 p.m. That is that when you go to the family, certain things is not you're not seeing it. You're lacking these energies. This is going to come out as a lack of seeing the new visions. You see, there is always something is changed daily in the house, but you're not seeing it because your focus is where? Somewhere else. Focus is on the problem. See, if you're more focused on the problem, more problems comes towards you. But if you're focused on the solutions, more solutions are coming towards you. But you're out of balance. That balance that you want to have is not there. Why you don't have a balance? Who doesn't have a balance? You, you yourself. But you're looking that the others have to be balanced with you. And that is this Aries Libra situations. But since we have this squaring towards Cancer, it is letting about the family. All right, talking about the family, it's about the Mars hour. Right now, we're going to see it that there's the North Node, it's going there. We're going to see as the Mars is start helping Venus so much. We are going to have some very beautiful trines with that. we're going to be seeing it how Mars understands the spiritual path of what the feminine energy goes on in there. He's like, I understand right now. I was blind before, now I can see. Why do you see though? Ascendant is with the true Lilith. And that ascendant with the true Lilith is divine energies with the moon. You see, the moon is beginning to shine the truth from within yourself. And now you understand what survival is. You want to survive in a physical body? Good. Can you survive as a soul within the physical body? Now beginning to have different thinking. Because guess what? Venus is in Pisces. You're working on your subconscious patterns. These things, this little voice that tells you, why did you cheat? Why did you lie? Why was it all about the money? How did you use your physical body to attract something that you should have not attracted, and so on and so on? Or on the masculine levels of energy, put your love where it's not supposed to, and so on. So there's going to be some lot of this thinkings coming out. All right, next hour, 9 o'clock, we see another midheaven with Leo opposing Pluto. Again, those energies, it's heavy in a moment, but they're going to be going pretty quick. But the patterns has to be looked through it. Okay, since the moon it is out in Taurus, she's squaring that energies at midheaven, and you're looking at your intuition, so you cannot do this. And the moon is like, no, no, I know I have to move forward. I've seen it. I got it. All I have to do is continue to move forward because she knows she's been through it. She's been through this 28 days. She's continued going around. She doesn't stop. And she knows that she cannot stop. It's the same thing. Your process of thinking. Can you stop thinking for a moment? How hard for you will be to stop thinking? Figure this out. All right. In the next hour, we've seen some divine energies. There is going to be there. That's it from True Lily towards the moon. From the moon, that it's coming. We have the midheaven divine energies with the North Node and a Lilith in there. We have the divine that it starts coming and shows up that positions of what we need to do. Well, who is going to be? Your challenge is going to be your past. Okay, your past, because your past shows up where I need to go, how you're suppressing your future. And when you put those things together, you will find what you need to do and where in the present. So you have the energy of the past and you have the energies of the future. Collect them together. What did you got? What is that point that they have? It is the power of now. And that changes up now. It's going to be some triggers towards the moon in Uranus, and that is what I'm saying, that don't go against that sudden changes, because sudden changes will happen. You see how much divine energies there are there. There's a lot of green, doesn't it? And as we get into these energies at 11 o'clock there, these energies of the divine is going to come in. It's going to be coming in and help us. There's going to be a lot of divine organizations that it's going to be within us. A lot of goodies is going to come as long as you doing your work. Okay? If you're closed for the divine is going to become knocking your door, but your door is closed. So you're not going to feel anything. But when you're open to the energies, when you're open to receive, when you're open to understand, when you're open to be aware, there is no limits out there. Same thing for the universe. Can you put the universe within your pocket in a way and be a part of it? Okay? All you have to do is go out there and connect with the universe. Okay, guys? So that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.